for edge guards. I think an even lamer move to edge guard with is actually back air.
Oh, back air, especially if you meet them out there. Even if you get light hit, you can still do setup.
It's so stock ending, and it's so easy. It's like so easy.
And nowadays, especially, I feel like you can probably tech up tilt and things like that too.
Right.
You know.
Hey, this is the Big House champion, by the way.
That's right.
This is major winner aMSa, and he's got
super major
winner. That's right. And you know, he's got I'd say an opponent who I wouldn't be too shocked if Joey turned a couple heads here, because I will say, I think, first of all, character-wise, I think it's been kind of shown that, okay, yeah, aMSa generally does really well against the Spaceys, but sometimes when he gets upset, this is a matchup that it kind of tends to happen in, right? And I feel like Joey's got a good style for this, and he was saying, you know, he's excited to play aMSa.
Especially if Joey's been studying, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I saw some streams where he was watching at least versus Axe, and I think he, like he mentioned, was excited to play aMSa and versus Yoshi as well.
There was that tournament a couple months ago where he was seeded to play aMSa, and I remember he didn't make it to him, but he was. I went to his stream. This was before he was streaming on Mango's channel. I think he was still streaming on his own channel. And I remember going to his stream, and he was actually really studying for the matchup. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see Lucky versus aMSa because, yeah, we just. By the way, anytime we say Joey, we mean Lucky, who's the fox. But
we'll just say Lucky.
We'll just say Lucky. But yeah, he was studying for the matchup. Basically, didn't end up making to aMSa in bracket. Got upset like around before that or something. But now we're gonna get to see it, and I'm curious how that kind of preparation pays off. You know, I've played aMSa a ton the last couple years. Like when they came out with the Crystal build or whatever of Slippy, where you could actually kind of play Intercontinental. We were actually kind of grinding for a little while, and it's always fascinating to see like what the different foxes bring to the table, because there's so many ways you can approach this matchup. Joey, I think, is going to elect to scrap. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the big things that I was noticing from aMSa just from the previous at Big House, it really is the tech chase game. I feel like from aMSa has been so good.
Oh, it's really elevated.
Just
oh my goodness!
Just with grabs, and I feel like Yoshi isn't the fastest at that. So the fact that aMSa was being able to get like a lot of those down throw tech chases that we saw, pretty crazy.
When aMSa double jumps like that in front of the up B, so right there he didn't even get hit. But what he's really looking for is you'll frequently see him take the up B with the double jump armor and then nair you out of it as the edge guard.
And that's like a secondary layer, right? Because first he's going to hit you with the forward air, and typically if you cancel, you know, he does the option that you're talking about. If you don't cancel, then you just get KO'd. But
Precisely.
Then he goes into that double jump armor and air. Super good. He's got it well mapped out.
He really does, yeah. And you have to with Yoshi, because you can't do the traditional offstage edge guarding. Because when you double jump into an aerial with Yoshi, he immediately loses all of his momentum, his upward trajectory, right? He stops, which lets him do those crazy double jump cancels on the ground, like that really quick up air you just saw. But on the flip side, yeah, it does kind of preclude him from doing some edge guards that, let's say, characters like a Marth or Sheik would love to do, where you go way below the stage and aerial them, you know?
Oddly enough, I've also seen aMSa do that a little bit, where he'll like fall down on the up B, like the Fox up B, and hit him with Nair, and then just get hit by the Firefox as well, and then come back on the stage.
Really reminds me of Bladewise, one of the first really players that intentionally traded with the up B as part of their edge guarding flowchart. That should be a kill. Of note, and this is something a lot of people don't realize, and this is something I look for foxes. Yoshi being super heavy, Yoshi's one of the heaviest characters in the game, has enough weight that you actually have to be pretty quick on your wave shine up smash. If you don't input it like as fast as possible, a lot of the time Yoshi gets his shield up. Because the heavier you are, the less hit stun you go into when you get hit by moves.
So you got to make sure you're really crispy with those punishes, right?
Really quick, yeah.
And if you don't get like the wave shine up smashes at those perfect percents, then you know Yoshi's just gonna live for such a long time. So.
Exactly, and you'll see aMSa at the really high percents. When that happens, he'll go into the light shield and then just slide to the other side of the stage,
and then
he's
reset.
Just totally out of there, complete reset.
And then visually, you can't really tell the difference between light shield and normal shield as well either. So it just resets to neutral.
Exactly. Such a fascinating character. That Bear is going to take it. Joey mounting a little bit of a comeback here in this game. Liking the
multi-hit
for a lot of drill shines. Yeah.
The multi-hit moves are super good against the double jump armor, right?
the double jump armor, the parry, and also I think that's just how Lucky wants to build damage, because if you go in up smash immediately, aMSa could ground tech it at these percents.
Ooh. I like the dash away as well, baiting out the grab somehow.
Little tech, yeah. Oh, going for the mango lasers.
What are these lasers? I
Lucky's
like it.
feeling
I
it
like
a little bit, yep. That's a tough edge guard. That's because Fox's back air pretty much never breaks the double jump armor, so.
Great grab here.
Oh,
What's the punish?
Yeah, wanted the up smash read, but it is more of a read.
I like that too. You know, there's really limited options for aMSa out of shield. So just like dashing around and waiting and then getting the grab there was super good from Lucky.
And Lucky identifying right there, no double jump on aMSa, so he just called out the air dodge, the only recovery option that aMSa can really mix with at that point. And suddenly this is within the realm of possibility, because let me tell you, Joey was big time down for the first half of this game.
Oh!
Oh! Oh, I think that's it. Wow.
That was so tricky. The way that aMSa jumped out there, I was like, oh, maybe forward air, but aMSa knew that you could just re-grab the ledge there.
Yeah.
Fox was far enough away.
Yeah. Yeah, wow, that was pretty good stuff from aMSa.
aMSa off the missed tech is so good.
You have to hit the tech against Yoshi. You really do. It's kind of like Luigi. Like,
or Puff.
The first, or Puff's a good example too.
Just so much you get off of it, because aMSa also does a really good job using moves that are kind of a little bit harder to tech, with like the forward tilt and up tilt in particular at the lower percents, because you're just on the ground so quickly.
Right. And just running and gunning. I love that from Lucky. That's the old Pew Pew playstyle. Back in Pew Pew would go Fox for aMSa. Wow, drill into just Nair.
Oh, great spacing outside the Yoshi Nair range.
I wonder what that was. I wonder if that was a like preemptive grab to cover tech. So Yoshi, an interesting character, by the way, because and that was an insane pivot up smash to just call the approach there. Yoshi's standing grab much slower than dash grab. So dash grab 10 frames, which is already slower than most grabs in the game that are 7. But Yoshi's standing grab 27 frames. So you're always basically going to see Yoshi, typically tech chase with the running grab.
Yeah, you don't want to do like the jump cancel grab either, right? That's also a little bit slower if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, crazy. And it's also crazy that aMSa gets all those tech chases with how slow Yoshi's grab is. Right?
Yeah, because what that means is he's getting the reaction with 3 frames less leniency than all the rest of us. The rest of us that are playing characters with normal grabs.
And still making it look like it's a the reversal.
Oh, Joey! You got it. Mashing a little bit too frenetically. I don't even really know right there. Okay, I like the weight.
Still has a huge percent lead and could get this KO
right
away. That's a that's a great conversion, actually.
Yeah.
Going right into up air. Crazy.
Reassuring to see Lucky pick it up without like losing too much more in terms of percentage.
These neutral beats have been so good. I think aMSa's catching on that Lucky's been shielding a little bit,
Yeah, by the way, Joey reflecting the egg back at aMSa. Yeah, you definitely see them adapt to each other. By the way, I think another example that would be aMSa adapting, I think, a little bit to Lucky's timings, escaping the egg lay.
Yeah, I think also, not mashing immediately out of the egg lay is super good.
It can be, but you also have to make sure aMSa's not clued onto your timing. Because aMSa punished the last one pretty hard.
Okay.
Can Lucky close this game out?
Oh, that's a big open up. And that forward tilt, again, it's kind of hard to tech.
Yeah.
Oh, the dash attack there as Yoshi's holding down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Clutch tech from Joey.
Another chance here. Can you get out of the corner safely? Gets a Nair, actually.
Lucky trying to up air the tech in. Wow, yeah, do not give aMSa any parry opportunities. Oh, gets caught!
Oh, there's your chance.
That was the opportunity there.
That was everything.
Lucky didn't understand the situation, and the down smash connecting. We have had so many almosts. Today has been a day of almosts, Vish.
Nail biters.
I'm biting my nails. I'm really not. But I did trim them the other day.
Mentally biting your nails.
I am.
Oh, man, that is really unfortunate. Especially the down smash on shield, I think, right? That Lucky got the side B. That was KO.
That was a very chaotic moment. And I think at the end of the day, that is where, right now, at least, a lot of these top players, they're gonna be a little bit more flustered in situations like that than aMSa, because aMSa is going to have just more matchup experience. You know, that's where you're like, actually, I don't know the frame data on Yoshi's down smash that well. What if this is a bait? You know, what if aMSa knows what he's doing and I don't? You know, you second guess it, right?
Oh man, especially in those when you have one opportunity like that, and aMSa does not give you very many opportunities.
He really does not.
There's that wave shine up smash.
He is not an opportunity giver. He's in it to win it, Vish.
Opportunity taker.
Yeah, he does take them. Oh, looking for something.
The extension with the grab.
Maybe spot dodge bait, to be honest with you.
Oh man, these dash attacks are kind of scary just with the defensive play that aMSa's been doing.
Yeah.
You know, it potentially could have
dire consequences.
Dire consequences, yeah. But
well, you should be able to recover here, but you are, so you're gonna basically have to, do that.
I mean, goes for the ultra angle, the real difficult angle, which is the right call.
The mango angle.
The mangle.
And it's 2 stocks apiece.
The neutral B has just been MVP.
So
neutral B has just been MVP from aMSa.
It really has, and I think we're seeing aMSa is starting to punish Joey's escape timing. Like, he's doing that little delay, and kind of double jumping out, and aMSa's been calling that with either an up air or an egg. I'd like to see Joey either go even slower or even faster.
I think especially with the way that aMSa's just goes right into down smash. Oh, that KO's at such low percent, especially with the egg to follow up.
So, and by the way, that egg, legendary Japanese space animal player, posted the counterplay. Okay, that's a mistake. Hang on, this could be a window. So I was just gonna say the explosion of the egg, or like the egg when it hits you, is very unique because it always sends you outward. Even if the egg, it feels like it should send you inward because you like drift to get hit by the wrong side of the egg, it still sends you back off stage. So there's no chance to recover, and just like that, there's no chance to recover from aMSa's excellent edge guarding that final game. That's gonna be a 3-0.
Felt like every egg hit, especially off the neutral B as well.
That's how it feels, man.
And I think also off the neutral B hits, if you, just the way that aMSa has his flow chart, you know, throw the egg. If that doesn't work, you know, Lucky has to avoid it in a certain way, and then you can kind of follow up through that kind of, you know, flow chart. So it felt like even when the egg didn't hit, aMSA still had some ideas on how to keep the pressure going.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
So calm, cool, and collected.
Oh my god. You see a little swagger. He had a little pep in his step. You see that?
I mean,
you see that?
He's that guy.
He is definitely that guy right now.
yeah, you gotta.
Joey.
I got him next time. I got him next time.
Let him know, Joey. Let him know. I love Joey.
I love Joey. I love Joey. He was talking about that matchup last night.
Yeah.
We definitely made it sound. I said he was excited to play up, so he definitely. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but
oh man.
he got him next time. He's got him next time. Hey, listen,
hey, those first 2 games
right down there. Those first 2 games. Oh, everyone. No one talks about that third game, except the first half of that third game, which looked very doable. Listen, we got some replays for you. As we check out some of these replays from the set, do want to plug !donate. We got the Tiltify. We're raising money for men's health, suicide prevention, and awareness. Obviously, just a really cool cause here with the Movember Foundation. So please, do check out. If every single person in the chat donated $1 right now, you know what I'm saying? Just boom.
That's right.
That's a massive jump. Massive jump. So that was, man, that stinks. That's a stinker. Because without that SD, that was a 3% Vish. And without that SD, I think that could have been a very different set.
That SD, and then also the side B in the second game.
The side B off of the, just a little bit, a tough break there.
I think Lucky's really got it. Just the game plan, it feels like, is there.
No, it's good. Yeah,
really,
I think
all of this was way more execution error than it was like, oh, you know, I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in any of these situations, you know?
Yeah.
And I think if you're going to lose, I feel like that's a